Do you have a simple, consistent way to get new patients into your practice? Many of our patients have used paid ads, but let's face it, the effectiveness of paid ads is constantly diminishing. And so there's another way, a better way of filling your practice, and it's with simple, organic social posts. Yes, you heard me right. In this video, I'm going to share with you step by step of how to fill your practice schedule quickly and easily. Well, let's do this. Okay, to start this process, I've got to shift your identity a little bit because you went to school to become a powerful healer, and I do want to just shift your mindset a little bit to marketer. Now, when I went into my preceptorship, it was kind of interesting because the practice owner immediately, the very first thing that he had me start doing when I came into the practice was marketing, which is crazy because I just spent 8+ years studying to become a doctor. I didn't have any marketing classes. I don't know about you, I must have missed that in chiropractic school, but never learned how to write a hook. I never learned how to tell a story, and I certainly never learned how to make an offer. So it's not your fault that you're in now a business that you're not quite sure how to drive the demand for your services, how to really craft around attraction to lead patients into the incredible process that you've built in your patient transformation. So how do we make that change? We become so dependent upon agencies where we're paying them a lot of money to deliver some good leads, but a lot of leads that don't convert. But we have to make this one shift, and today it all changes here. I'm going to teach you a powerful framework that you're going to follow and immediately start seeing results. But before I do that, how many of you would love to have a download of this framework, to actually see it outlined in a clear guide? If you would love that copy, just post down below in the comments, yes, and we will make sure that you get your free copy of this organic guide that has literally helped me generate over $1 million worth of traffic. So step 2, after we've identified this shift that you're making and putting on your marketing hat, step 2 is all about really studying your ideal patient. This is picking a case, a very specific problem that you are great at solving. For some of you, this might be patients with low back pain suffering from discopathy. For others of you, this might be digestive disorders. For others of you, it might be neuropathy. And for others, it might be migraine headaches. You need to pick the one case that you can study that patient to a T. What are they thinking? What are they focused on? What have they tried that might have failed or probably failed? What frustration are they dealing with and not being able to find solutions to their problems? When you really begin getting in the mind of a patient suffering with these problems, I know for me this was difficult because I had never really suffered with anything like that. I came out of school, I had been under chiropractic care from birth. I never really had any problems. I didn't know what it was like to suffer with chronic pain. So sitting down with some of my patients and interviewing them, what were you thinking? What mind frame were you in before coming here and finding our solution? What were your frustrations? Where were you looking for solutions? And again, why were you attracted here? What led you to actually making an appointment? When you begin to understand that process and the mindset that a patient goes through and discovering you, it'll really serve you in doing this research to understand this mindset. And you have to have this mindset before you can even go on to step 3. It is the very thing that I have done with my doctors. As I'm working with doctors to help them get out of their pain, I really had to sit down and think back to where was I in the first few years of practice where I was struggling, and maybe even midway when I was dealing with burnout. What were some of my pain points and the evolution of my practice? What was I dealing with when I was learning promotion? What pain points was I dealing with when I was learning reproducible systems? What pain points was I dealing with finding a good leader as an operator within my practice? You see, these are all pain points I had to go out and search and find solutions to. And yes, all roads led me to data-driven decisions. All roads led to proper systems that we can analyze the data generated from those systems. But it goes way beyond that into the mindset of where I was, because I wanted so bad to make an impact in my community that it was painful that I wasn't seeing as many patients as I knew our practice was capable of, or hit the bottleneck of my capacity to see patients. I became the limiting factor of the growth of our practice, and then my burnout was on the line. I had to learn a whole new way of leading other providers to deliver the same outcomes that I was getting with my patients, and that was a whole new set of problems. So I had to study you. I had to understand where you're at and what pain you're in and wanting to grow and be successful. And that's what we did in this exact same process. Now, before I go into the framework to show you exactly how to set yourself up in the organic world of driving new patients, I want you to hit the like button. You've got to make sure you never miss an episode of the Data Driven Practice. We are giving you gold on this channel, so don't be stingy with it. The nice thing about this gold is it's unlimited. We are going to keep serving you. We're going to keep giving it to you. So share it with your friends. Like, you all need to be wealthy with all of this gold we're delivering, because these are the secrets to your $1 million practice that's right around the corner. All right, so let's jump into this framework. The framework of organic posting, number one, it's all about consistently showing up, but not just showing up, you're showing up as the expert. You've got to think about, what am I known for? And on your social media channels, you need to set up who you want to be known for. It's called framing. Framing you as the expert for this very condition that you're passionate about serving and fixing. And you've got to talk directly into the camera to those very patients, just like I'm doing with you right now. I am speaking to you, not a camera. I'm speaking to the doctor behind the screen. I'm feeling and sensing the pain that you're in, because I know that you're capable of more, and I know that you know that you're capable of more. And I am an expert in being able to help practices break through six-figure months by using data. That's what I do. That's why I built the community we've built. So how often are you going live on your channels? How often are you connecting to the patient behind the screen? How often are you speaking to their pain points and showing them your frameworks of how you get patients better? How did you discover them? What type of results are they getting? What type of lives have you changed and been able to impact because a patient got well? And it's not just the patient's life. Think about this for a second. If a mom or a husband or dad is suffering and you solve their problem, how did that impact their spouse? How did that impact their children? How did that impact their community? When you can talk about all of these things and share the stories of the joy that these patients are now finding in their lives, and that you have a system that delivers that, pretty soon patients start identifying you as the expert. And that's the gift I want to give you, is becoming known as the expert. So if you're going to do this regularly, you probably need some help. And that means you minimally should be posting 3 times a week. And these posts can range anywhere from questions that you're asking to inspiration. I would recommend that you have a 3-step cycle in your week. So Monday, you're posting an inspiration to your community about that specific problem that they're suffering with. Number 2, you're going to post credibility. Here's a patient holding a testimonial that says, I used to suffer with, now I'm blank. They're running again, they're enjoying life again, they're able to go to work again, pick up their kids again, golf again, whatever that may be. But Wednesdays is credibility. Fridays are all about value. You're delivering value for them. So this is a tip that they can immediately implement in their life, a dietary change that maybe they need to make, exercise or stretch that they can do. So Monday, inspire. Wednesday, about your credibility of the outcomes that you're getting, because you are the expert. And Friday, about something valuable that they can immediately take action on. These are really fun when you start to see this cycle go into motion. And over a weekend then now, as they're doing that, because weekends are great times to put out offers, you can have a scheduled post that goes out over the weekend to take action. This is your offer that you're building. How do they take advantage of your offer to get into your practice, whether that's a workshop, whether that's a live Facebook coming up, whether that's a guide that they can download, or whether that's a consultation coming in with you paired with several multiple valuable services that they can take advantage of that can give them a taste of the transformation that your practice is capable of. This is the framework, and we actually build a really cool program called Blue TV. Blue TV is where we have screens in your practice where you have about 60 to 90 posts that our team prepares for you based upon your brand, based upon your services, that cycle through on your TVs, but also automatically can be pushed to your social media channels. How cool is that? So if you need a little help with this rhythm, we got you. Just type in the comments below, Blue TV, and we will help you understand the frameworks of how to use this to explode your practice. In fact, we want to invite you to an incredible opportunity called Turn Your Data into Dollars. It's a 10-day challenge that if you click the link below, you get it for free. This is a 5-day value where I'm actually dropping hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of training, and it's free for you. Just by clicking the link below, you can be trained by me on how to turn your data into dollars and to build the practice of your dreams. Just click the link below. I will see you in the challenge.